there, lady. What you think you're doing in the Republic of Dave? This is the Republic of Dave. Duh. It's named for President Daddy. But you have to talk to him if you want to stay here. He's the president of the Republic of Dave. Duh. You can ask over at the Museum of Dave if you don't believe me. But you can't just wander around here. You need to go get permission from President Daddy first. Okay, I'll take you. But President Daddy doesn't always like new people. Okay, come with me.
Good to see you.
President Daddy says the people from outside the Republic are bad. Okay. As long as President Daddy says it's all right. He's my daddy. He and Mommy number 1 fight sometimes, probably because of Mommy number 2. Uh-huh. Mommy number 1 and Mommy number 2. I like Mommy number 1 better. She's been my mommy longer. Dave's my daddy. He's the bestest daddy ever. I don't like Mommy number 2. What's wrong with just one mommy? But President Daddy says he needs 2 mommies. All right. Goodbye, Miss Not Mommy.
Dave doesn't like us talking to strangers.
Are you really from the wasteland? Whoa! Okay. As long as President Daddy says it's all right. I have one mommy. The other lady is Jessica. She's pretty, but she's mean. He's my daddy. Whenever we play Republic, I get to play as Dave. Watch! I am sorry, sir, but I'm afraid that the Bureau of Dave-like Activities has ordered your execution. Aren't I good? Huh? I'm gonna be president when I grow up. President Daddy is awesome. He buys all sorts of neat toys that we get to play with. Sure. I have to go practice my Dave impression anyway.
Dave doesn't like us talking to strangers.
President Daddy, there's a wastelander who wishes to see you, sir.
I keep telling you, it's Mr. President. Now get back to guarding the gate. I am Dave, President of the Republic of Dave. You will address me as Mr. President, or I will have you executed. Now, are you applying for citizenship, asylum, or just vacationing in the Republic of Dave? You are? Excellent. It's good to see that the Wasteland has finally recognized the sovereign Republic of Dave. If the people of the Wasteland are generous and respectful, I might deign to annex them. There's an election for the next president. Don't look so surprised. Can't you see this is a republic? Ah, a seeker of knowledge, then. Well, trust me, an election is what separates a president like myself from a monarch like my father. My father inherited his political power from birth and renamed this great nation the Kingdom of Tom. Although I also inherited my political power from my father when I took over, I formed a republic so the people may elect their leader. The election is still going on. What do you want to know? That would be Bob, Shauna, Jessica, Rosie, and myself. In the Republic, if you're old enough to carry a weapon, you're old enough to vote. Rosie and Jessica are usually here in the capital, Bob usually hangs out outside near the Brahmin pen. Shauna runs the Museum of Dave, so you can find her there. Bob still hasn't voted, that dumb bastard. Jessica hasn't voted yet. Nobody except me. Why would the people need anyone else but Dave? I give them all that they ask for. I'm sorry, but the president must be a citizen of the Republic to run for office. So you do not qualify. All right, sure, why not? The people have a tendency to wait until the last minute to vote, but I'd like just to get it over with. I'll spare a few caps if you just tell each of the adults to get over to the voting booth sometime today, so I cinch the victory. Not that I have anything to worry about. The people know who their leader is in this republic. Of course I voted. I was the first to vote. Now I'm just waiting for the rest of the votes to come in. The Department of Tourism usually handles all questions for outsiders. Make it quick. Of course, as President of the Republic, I have a mandate to repopulate the wasteland. That's right. As President, I am head of the Department of Tourist Rights, the Office of Immigrant Affairs, and the Bureau of Dave-like Activities. My proudest duty, second to the presidency, is Commander-in-Chief of the Army of Dave, the most ruthless military in the wasteland. Years ago, I freed these poor people from the wrath of Tom, former monarch of the Kingdom of Tom. Afterwards, the people naturally elected me as their president, and the Republic of Dave was formed. Well, the Republic of Dave is the only true sovereign nation in the wasteland. The only really civilized place left in the world. One day, all wastelanders will be citizens in the Republic and know the greatness of their president. Well, good for you, then. Very well. Goodbye, Ambassador.
Don't you just love election time, Ralph? That election is getting...
I heard that Dave allowed you to stay. Well, welcome, stranger. Just be mindful of the children. Sure, honey, but don't make it too long, or Dave will start wondering why we're talking. Well, yes, Dave and I were married when he was wandering the wasteland, before inheriting the Republic from his father, Tom. After Ralph was born, Dave said that the President of the Republic needed to repopulate the wasteland. So, now we have a second wife. Dave is a good man. He looks after all the children and makes sure they have plenty to do. He's bought a lot of toys, not that he'd admit it. He has our Shauna teach classes to the younger ones. She's over at the Museum of Dave to the west of the Republic. Not much to say, really. I'm Dave's wife, or first wife, I guess. I've lived here for many years now. We have plenty of food and water here, and the compound is fairly safe. I'm glad the children can be raised here, away from the wasteland. I'd like to see more trading done with the local caravans, but Dave's afraid their outside influence could weaken the Republic. Sure, honey. Election time is always exciting around here. Only Dave. He's the only person who ever runs. Believe it or not, I used to lead a group bigger than this one on an old caravan route. I did it for years, and we did pretty well for ourselves. But what am I talking about? Running against Dave would be like betraying him. You're right. Dave's just been pushing me around. It's time for a change. You're right. I'll go right now.
I guess
Hey there, are you gonna play Republic with us?
Hey, Shauna, did you
Fingers
do the
crossed.
early voting?
Was I supposed to do it? I didn't hear Dave saying we had to.
Yes? What is it? Come on, I don't have all day. Shauna runs the museum, not me. What the hell do you want? Yes, he does, and they're both pains in my ass. Always got to keep them in line or else they get all teary. Dave made me second commander of the Army of Dave, and that means I get a gun. Don't make me have to use it. All you need to know is that I'm second in command next to Dave, so don't bother me. And don't talk to Rosie or Jessica either. Those are Dave's wives, and they have work they need to do. Dave is in charge. When he's not around, I'm in charge. If you want anything else, go to the Museum of Dave on the left side of the compound. Oh, great. Oh yeah? What about it? So I've heard. She couldn't possibly think that she'd be better than Dave. Man, I'd love to be the president. Everybody would have to listen to me or I could just exile them to the wasteland. And the first thing I'd do is make myself the permanent leader so they couldn't vote me out in some other election. But there's no need for me to run. One year, Dave is just going to make me the leader, just like my grandpa Tom did for him. Yeah, I'll show him. When I'm in charge, everyone will have to say I'm as good as Dave. Better even. Fine, I'll get out of the way. I'm gonna win this.
Hi there, miss.
So, Dave gave you the okay, huh? Well, welcome then. I run the Museum of Dave, where the children of the Republic can learn about their heritage. Me? I'm not sure if I can help you. Wow, this is the first time we've had so many choices. Absolutely not. In fact, I'd vote for Dave twice if I could. Anything else? I give a tour of the Museum of Dave every day at 2. You should check it out. Dave revised the restrictive marriage laws of the Kingdom of Tom shortly after the Republic was formed. Multiple marriages is now considered one of the great free freedoms of the Republic of Dave. President Dave is the savior of the wasteland, bringing peace and order to the savages man has brought upon himself. If you would like to learn more, please stop by the Museum of Dave's official tour at 2 p.m. Me? I just run the museum and teach classes to the little ones. You know, truth, justice, and the will of Dave. The Republic of Dave offers a rich history rivaling that of the great nations before the war. How very Dave-like. Oh, yes. Everything here is from Dave's adventures in the wasteland before he founded the Republic. I give a tour every day starting around 2 p.m. You should stop by then. Oh no. Dave sent you to tell me that, didn't he? I'll go right away, I promise.
We have someone new in my republic.
Dave says you're okay? Fine. I'll help you if I can. Wow, what's going on in this town? No way. You'd have to be crazy to run against him. Anything else? You should talk to Dave, but okay. First wife. Rosie is the second wife, since she's the oldest and not good for anything anymore. That's President Dave to you, Wastelander. Call him by his full name, or we'll shoot you. He takes care of all of us, even that selfish Rosie and her brats. My children will be a lot nicer than hers. All I have to say is Dave is my husband. Mine. Do you understand? I don't care what Rosie has to say about it. Just because Rosie used to be this big leader out in the wasteland, she thinks she's better than me. She even ordered Dave around once. Dave is a great leader. He's going to bring civilization back to the wasteland. One day, they'll say it all started here. Okay. I guess you're right. I'll go right now.
Ah, Dave, lead our republic to glory.
All done. Dave's the best.
Out with it, Ambassador. This republic isn't going to run itself. The election is still going on. What do you want to know? Good. The votes are in. If you'll excuse me, I'll be getting started on tallying the numbers. Oh yes, I almost forgot. Here's your caps. Keep this up, and I may deign to make you a citizen in a few years.
Evening.
Let's see what we have here. A vote. For me. A vote for Rosie. Wait a minute. Has somebody tampered with the ballot box? After counting the votes, the president is... Rosie? Rosie can't be president. No. This is unfair. This can't be. Fine, I'm leaving. See how you people do without me. Enjoy your new president.
Hey.
Hey. I guess you're wondering where I'm going. I'm off to annex Old Olney and forge the new Republic of Dave. Don't try to stop me. Rosie somehow came up with the most votes. There must be some kind of bug in the voting system.
Something you need? Rosie's going to be the new leader? What will Dave do? Bye.
Something you need? I won it? Are you sure? Oh man, I can't believe it. I won't let the voters down, I promise. I can't believe my ears. No, there won't be much going on now that the election is over. Goodbye. Take care of yourself.
Something you need? No, there won't be much going on.
Bye.